Over 370,000 Americans have been diagnosed with primary brain tumors. In 1997, Stephen Haley found out that he was one of them.
I was getting a sharp pain behind my right eye, and I was having minor seizures as well, which I would cramp up on one side of my body, and sinus headaches that I just put off to just sinusitis or something else. But I never connected the combination of things to really be meaningful.
Steve was a very vibrant 42-year-old man who's always in shape, always working out. We just assumed that he was getting a little older, he needed glasses.
But Dr. Peter Black, one of the world's foremost neurosurgeons, told Steve he had a type of primary brain tumor called a meningioma. It was pressing against his optic nerve and blinding him.
It's the most common brain tumor, and if you just take images of patients, that is just who aren't having symptoms, about 1% of the population seems to have what we think is a meningioma.
And I immediately wondered, what does this mean to me? Is this something that could kill me? Or is this something that would cause great physical deficits or mental deficiencies?
Having 3 young children, Steve had just left a job at a large corporation to go to a startup too, so we're thinking insurance. I mean, everything was going through our mind.
Dr. Black recommended immediate surgery.
I sort of internalized that sort of life post-operative will not be the same.
The surgery was a success, but Stephen learned, as all meningioma patients do, that follow-up is lifelong.
The biggest fear that I think every primary brain tumor patient has is recurrence, period, recurrence. What can I do to inhibit a recurrence of a brain tumor? So, time is of the essence.
It was this sense of urgency that inspired the Haleys to start the Brain Science Foundation.
I think Steve found as a patient that there wasn't much information about meningiomas, and as a technical guru realized that also there wasn't very much research for these at all, and so he felt that he needed to enhance meningioma study and understanding around the country.
The Brain Science Foundation takes an entrepreneurial approach to advancing research and promoting collaboration and raising awareness around the world.
We wanted to direct our support to specific initiatives around medical research, medical advancement, and clinical application.
The Brain Science Foundation is investing in researchers like those at Brigham and Women's Hospital. Here, they're trying to determine how meningiomas and other primary brain tumors originate and develop new and better treatments.
For example, the epidemiology and molecular epidemiology studies of Dr. Claus, the imaging capacities that Dr. Golby has done, the stem cell work that Mark Johnson is doing is innovative and exciting in terms of understanding these tumors.
We've been told by doctors, researchers, principal investigators that if it wasn't for the Brain Science Foundation, we would not have discovered some of the things we did or have implemented what we have.
Accountability is key. A scientific advisory committee made up of world-class doctors, investigators, and academics reviews all the research projects to ensure that they are in keeping with the Foundation's mission, to drive even more cutting-edge research in hot pursuit of a cure.
In 10 years, we'd like to be able to fund more projects, seed these projects so that they were able to go to get NIH grants or sources from other donors so that they can continue their research and be able to seed through a lot more areas that we aren't currently funding.
And I think that Mr. Haley and the people he's gathered around him through his focused research, demand for accountability, interest in innovative material and innovative thinking has made a huge difference, and we're immensely grateful to him and to the group for that kind of thinking.